Hello, world. So, where should I begin? I believe I told you people that I was going to make a video about what is called language disorder. And I, of course, have it. I wouldn't be talking about it if I didn't have the disorder. And it's been really annoying me lately, and it has been, I don't believe, costing me a lot of issues, but I know throughout my daily life, including hanging out with friends and stuff, it has been really struggling. I've gotten a lot better over the years, especially starting out in high school. It got a little better, but I have been straining to communicate with people, especially when it comes to wanting to express how I feel lately. So, why not make a video about it? Woo! I've been making videos for my video class, and so far I've been doing great, getting out of school, and I got an A in the class. So I really understood what the projects were, worked hard on it. I wish I had my own camera, but I'm glad that I got all the projects done with the camera that we do have at home. And the quality turned out well. I didn't work really hard with the lighting, but anyways, we're not talking about video classes. We're talking about language disorder. A language disorder, or language impairment, is a disorder that involves the processing of linguistic information. Problems that may be experienced can involve grammar, semantics, or other aspects of language. These problems may be receptive, involving impaired language comprehension, expressive, involving language production, or a combination of both. Examples include specific language impairment and aphasia, among others. Language disorders can affect both spoken and written language, and can also affect sign language. Typically, all forms of language will be impaired. The disorder I believe I have, and that is not widely known, is lexical deficit disorder, meaning that I have word-finding problems and difficulty putting ideas into words. There is poor comprehension for connected speech. It all started when I was a baby. I couldn't say mama and I couldn't say dada. Couldn't even say the two words that you're supposed to say, at least when you get to the age of 1 or 2, toddler age. And then the problem progressed, and it was brought up when I went to kindergarten. Then I had to go all the way to Castleberry, a city that's about 30 to 40 minutes from here where I live right now, and go to school there because they had a special program for language disorders. And pretty much throughout my elementary, middle school, and high school years, I had to be a part of a special program for children that have language disorders, and I finally got out of the program in my junior year. Half of my junior year, I finally got out of it because I passed the FCAT. For me, it took a huge chunk of my life away, especially being a normal kid. I was always considered the special one. She's special, in a way. And then I started hating the word, because I don't want to be special. I want to be like everybody else. I want to be a human being. And I want to be like all these other kids out there that get to go to regular classes, that get to go to a class of at least 20 kids, that gets to not skip their classes and be able to focus on their schoolwork and not some program that gets to be able to speak to children without having a hard time to speak to them. I'm doing it right now as we speak. I have to pause in order to get my words together, to be able to think about what I want to say. There is some aggravation with having a language disorder. You can't talk to your friends properly, and when you pause, it's like they believe you're done with the conversation, so it's time to move on, but you're not done, and that really aggravates me. So that's pretty much one of the things that aggravates me about my language disorder, is that I have to take the time to gather my thoughts together and be able to talk to you people. An example would be when I do have, like, what we call a feelings jam. If I do have something I have to say that's really important to me, I have an extremely hard time gathering my thoughts together. And it's in my head. It's like a essay of what I want to say to my friends, but I can't say it. I can't get it out of my head properly. I can't speak it properly. I can't communicate properly. I guess that's what I'm trying to say right now. I'm even having a hard time talking to you people right now, which is what I just said. I have to think about it. And then there's the whole, I have a hard time understanding what people are saying, and that's still an ongoing issue. I do have a hard time trying to understand what people say, including when people talk to me through, like, say, Skype or Facebook. It's like, I don't know what you're saying here. But I get afraid to ask the meaning and what they say, because they're like, you should know what I said. You should know what I'm trying to tell you, Heather. Click, click. And it hurts my feelings. So I try not to ask what the hell you guys are talking about. I feel like I can get more out when I type and when I text, because I don't have to think really hard when I try to get it out of my mouth. It's a struggle more than anything. It's a struggle when you have to think, but then you have to say it as well. That's pretty much what it is, to sum it up. That's kind of what language disorder is. And I believe a lot of the reasons why I turned out to be the way I am today is because of this disorder. It puts you down a lot when you're a kid, because you don't know why. You don't know why you were born this way. It's like you treat it like a sin. It's like, why are all these kids regular? Why are they hurting me? Why am I being bullied for being this way? Why does it hurt? Why should I have to be treated this way? Why should I have to be treated differently for having a language disorder? Why am I so weird? Why am I so dumb? Why am I in a classroom with only 10 kids in it? What did I do to deserve this? And it started, the feelings, like right now, what I just said, it developed around middle school. It's like, why do I have to involve myself in this? Why do I have to be taken out of a class, out of my time that I need to be understanding the homework and the assignments and the tests that I have to take in order to go to these programs that are supposed to help me? So it affected me a lot in my childhood. And honest to God, I still believe it has an effect on me right now. It's not the whole, oh, I'm going to college and I'm still taking these special programs. No. It's how I'm trying to talk to friends right now and how I'm trying to communicate with people. And it's still a challenge. It's hard a lot of the times. It's the hardest thing for me. And I have friends that have, their own problems, and they accept it. And they accept their feelings, and they accept the way they are. We're all human after all. But a lot of people don't think that. So it's sad. It's sad that you look at yourself in the mirror and know that there is something wrong in here. Even if it's a tiny little spark, there's something wrong. And it's not something that I'm taking medication for. It's not that bad. It's not. It's just annoying. It's annoying because, I don't understand people very well, and I can't process their guidance and their meanings and whatever else they bring up. Sometimes it just can't go through my head, and it's really, really frustrating when you're trying to explain yourself to your friends, but then they start talking thinking that you're done, but you're not. Or you're trying to think about what you're saying, but then they talk for you, and it's like, no, that's not what I mean. It just... So, yeah. I didn't explain it in great detail because I didn't believe it was something that I should discuss in full. But it's been on my mind a lot lately. And I think it's educational to bring it up because I bet a lot of other kids and adults that also have this are probably struggling as well. And I know I'm not alone. But it is good that they have these special programs for these kids. I'm very glad because they do want to help. But it did take a huge chunk of my childhood and young adult life away. I'm just very happy that I have some good friends that understand my situation more than anything right now. Because I'd probably still be that young woman in high school that is forever alone and is a social outcast. If I never met the friends that I have today, I probably would still be that same girl. The heart has become bigger and stronger. But my one weakness, and it will probably always be my number one weakness, is the language disorder that I have. It'll be embedded in my head for the rest of my life. But I'm not going to let it overcome me all the time. I do want you guys to know that that is why I do have a hard time speaking and having conversations with you guys. Because it is challenging. It is hard. And I think you guys have every right to know why Heather has such a hard time to talk. And why Heather is so very quiet most of the time. So yeah, you guys should make an educational video too. Let me know what you guys thought about this and if I should make more videos for you guys, especially videos like this. Thank you for being understanding. And thank you to those that have been there for me and that understand my situation. Thank you to my closest friends for sticking to my side and saying, Heather, you're a beautiful and wonderful person, and don't let anybody take that away from you. Thank you to those that have helped me throughout the years with that. Later. Oh shit, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is when I had longer hair, longer hair. Oh, 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 yeah, 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 oh, yeah, oh, yeah, shit. How long was this? I think 2 years ago. Hi, I am Princess Peach, and I like pink things. Go Mario! Hello Kitty everywhere. I'm Hello Kitty high. Very Hello Kitty high. I'm very pink high. My room. Want to look at my room, guys? Oh, you're gonna love it. Look at that. Oh, Look at this. Look at my dolls. Caddy Noir. Hey, baby. Oh, my 3 girls. My favorites.